Didn't really play the way he wanted to, but he, came back and played the way Austin Reaves can play. The Lakers, I think, really gonna need his getting to the free throw lines. One game he got there, he was 21 for 22 in one game. Tonight he got there efficiently. So it's nice to see him back. They needed him tonight to have the spark in New Orleans to kind of put their fire out, and he came up big tonight.
Yeah, I think it's pretty obvious it's the best he's looked since injury, because I don't know if there was any other games outside OKC. It's night and day since the OKC game.
Right.
I'm not sure if there was another game or so before that. But yeah, aggressive. Him gets to a free throw line. Luka had 11 free throws in the first half, ended up with 13. He had 13 free throws. Mm-hmm. That's an interesting, or a big dynamic of what they do. Luka missed a couple, which was, kind of strange, and he also missed a few. So they can clean that up. But he looked great tonight. He looked healthy, groin or whatever, hamstring, nothing looked like injured. And the 7 assists, he's top 6 in scoring and top 6 in assists in the league before coming tonight. I don't know if that still stands, but they mentioned that he was top 10 in the league in both, and so was Luka. Luka's top 5 as well. So to have those two guys in the top 10 in scoring and assists, it's huge.
Yeah, it's been a great start for Austin, and we had talked about this game possibly being a trap game, especially after you have that beatdown in OKC. You want to get rid of that one and move on. You got Milwaukee tomorrow night on a back-to-back. Everyone's looking forward to that one. Now it gives them a chance to go above 500 and finish 3-2 on the road trip. Milwaukee, by the way, is going into overtime at home right now against Charlotte. Giannis misses a shot at the buzzer with a chance to win that. So they're going to be a little tired as well.
You hope.
You hope. You hope. But I love the energy from this team tonight. They got Reaves Ayton involved early. The big three was 75 points when you look at Luka, AR, and Ayton. And you got to feel good for the big man, James. 5th double-double. He was 20 and 16, 10 of 11 from the field, and a team-high plus 35.
It means he didn't shoot enough.
He didn't shoot enough. He should have more shots.
11, you need to shoot more shots.
They had that one nice spin move for the jam, too, which was aggressive.
Yeah.
Look, they're figuring it out. When he first got here the first couple of weeks, you could tell that he wasn't familiar. He was in, unfamiliar territory. The more he got to play with Austin Reaves, the more he got to play with Luka and some of the other guys, and got the pick and dive, the pick and roll, got all that under control. That's his bread and butter, that little 8-footer, those little jump hooks in there. So he picks and rolls. When he rolls, he's a threat. That opens up things for other people when the weak side has to come and help. Someone else is getting a shot over there. So he's playing the game, in the right way for a big, with the Lakers in the center there.
I think he's one of those guys that you have to engage early to make sure he stays locked in throughout the whole game. And I want to credit Austin Reaves for getting him involved early. And like a lot of Austin's early assists were to Reaves Ayton drop-offs and finding him and keeping him locked in. So just getting those easy baskets kept him locked in, running the floor. And even Luka did a great job too. So, him getting those early baskets allowed his energy to stay, within the game throughout the whole 4 quarters. Because sometimes he's one of those guys, especially bigs, if you don't give them a bone or if they don't feel like they're involved, they start playing less defense. They stop rebounding as much. You got to keep him locked in. And I think, him getting those early touches from Austin Reaves and from Luka Doncic allowed him, to stay engaged throughout the whole game and be huge for them, not just on the scoring end, but rebounding and blocking shots. He said team high plus 35.
It's nice.
That's a lot of winning plays, not just scoring.
Especially after a tough outing as well in OKC. He didn't get many shots, only had 6 points. It was good to get Ayton going early. Got to credit Luka as well. Just one of those Luka nights, 24 points, the 12 assists, the 6 rebounds. James, we had mentioned at halftime, just loved his energy, kind of the tone he set for this team after that loss in OKC.
It wasn't sticking early. It got out of his hands. He allowed other guys to flourish. Luka knows that he can get his, whatever he wants to. So I thought he played a perfect strategy tonight, handling the ball, getting other people involved, not sticking as much. And then when he needed to go to work, he did. Such a smart player, Geeter, and sees the floor like, I don't know if anybody's seen the floor like he has, or like he does. But
handful of guys in the history of the game, not too many. Jokic, LeBron, there's a few. One of them he plays
in the history of the game.
In the history of the game. But he played a great game, great floor game. As you see, find Reaves Ayton early, find him in lobs. Stayed aggressive. The second half, he kind of slowed down a little bit. He would have probably ended up with more points if he made those free throws, but he had 20 at the half, ended up with 24. I think he was being more of a facilitator, but, hopefully he still has enough gas to bring that energy for Milwaukee.
It's interesting. We were having this conversation when we were all sitting together watching the game, and then Stu and Bill talked about it briefly as well. I think it changes when LeBron comes back, but are they trying to give Luka the ball too much in the backcourt when they can push that pace? Because teams are, if you're turning to give it to Luka and then they're hounding him full court, you got other ball handlers that can get up. That's going to free up Luka as well. Listen, I know you want the ball in his hands.
Yes.
But you know what I'm saying? Like
it doesn't have to be, as you've seen, OKC made that adjustment with SGA. And he was getting fatigued in the finals last year against Indiana. And that, game 6 and 7, they kind of took him off the ball some. He paced himself. I think we'll see more of that. Hopefully we'll see more of that. When LeBron comes back with Luka, you won't have, and that second half, you can see how much they were pressuring him. I'm like, he's wasting too much energy bringing the ball up the floor. He can still get the ball in the half-court set and still run the offense. He doesn't have to bring it up. You can have Vanderbilt bring it up. Anybody can bring it up.
Right? Marcus Smart. Even Jake LaRavia can bring it. If you can get the ball, then you're in your actions maybe a little bit earlier.
Yeah, it'll help a ton once LeBron comes back. But also, you're missing Gabe Vincent, another guy that can bring the ball up. Marcus Smart is another guy. So you got to utilize those guys. But when fully healthy, Luka won't have to carry that much of the load of being the point guard and bringing the ball up full court. He can still start the offense at the half-court set.
The one thing LeBron, brings is that push. Luka, he'll fast break, but he's under control. He's always in second or third gear. LeBron will push it, and that's what they're missing a little bit, is that flow and that pace of putting the pressure on the defense. Luka gets it up a little differently. He dribbles and he might make a long pass, but LeBron will get the rebound and they're gone. And so that's what I'm looking forward to, when they get that
then you have
back.
That's a three-headed monster right there.
They had 22 fast break points, but
I love that.
They can get some.
Oh, it'll be a lot more when LeBron comes back.
Exactly. He put a lot of pressure on defense.
All right, time to hear from Coach J.J. Redick. Here's a look at the latest on LeBron James, courtesy of ESPN's Dave McMenamin. LeBron practiced with South Bay again Thursday without any lingering pain from Wednesday, which is an encouraging sign for James's impending comeback. Danny, I want to start with you on this one because you played with LeBron, and he's very particular about how he trains and how he practices and how he not just gets ready for a game, but how he prepares to get ready for a season. And how diligent, and you can only just give your experience, but how diligent do you think he is right now? What does it look like as he's ramping back up?
I've never seen him operate at any other fashion or any other speed. It's one speed and one speed only. That's game speed. And he takes it very seriously, takes his body very seriously. This is why he's done 23 years. He takes very much care of his body. He does in practice, even joke around, he's like a big kid at 40 years old. I'm sure he's probably dunking every chance, even through walkthrough, even through script. Like he's dunking the ball, he's having jokes, having fun. But he's doing it at full speed because I think he's smart enough to know once you stop doing it, your body gets used to not doing it. So he conditions his mind, conditions himself to always go through everything at that speed and always dunk the ball, while he still can dunk the ball on people at 41 years old, about to be. So, I only seen him practice at one speed and one speed only.
And James, when you get up there in your career, you can tell quickly what gears you have, right?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, he's 40. I mean, around 33, 34, you start feeling like, okay.
It starts,
I can remember. I can remember going from my Statue of Liberty dunk one time, and I started descending before I got it, and it turned into a finger roll. So, but I don't think anybody's done it like he has. I mean, he has really
an extra
wrote
10
the
years.
formula for longevity. And he only knows one way to play. People say, we had a discussion, can he come back and be, a role player, or will he come back and pick and choose how he wants to play? He's a champion. He only knows one way to play, and that's play great and play hard. You remember they came a couple seasons ago and they said 29 minutes. That lasted one game, I think. So he wants to play, and he gets his body right when he's ready.
He does turn 41 in December, and this is a historic year, 23. Do you guys think he navigates it any differently, just in terms of maybe the back-to-backs or style of play?
I think the sciatica is going to make him. I think you listen to your body as it goes and as it happens.
Because long-term goals bigger than the
short term. I'm sure he knows he's not able to get All-NBA team, so it's winning and making sure you're ready by April, May, and June. So he's going to take care of his body, do what's necessary. It's crazy enough. Most of us start descending around 31, 32. He hasn't descended yet. He's extended.